Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got quite a few things to go over. We've got some new updates for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the Pokemon anime, and some hints towards the DLC as well. There's a lot of stuff to break down today though. If you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, Chesnaught is now available in 7-star raids. HDvee tweeted this out, saying, HDvee update, the latest Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Tera raid battle event is now live. The Rock Tera type Chesnaught is in 7-star Tera raid battles until Sunday, May the 14th at 23:59. And then, of course, it is in again next weekend. And then hopefully we get the next 7-star raid at the end of next weekend, which is most likely going to be either Rillaboom or Delphox. My money's on Delphox just because I think it's unlikely we'll get 2 grass starters in a row, even though we did get 2 fire starters in a row with Charizard and then Cinderace. I just feel like it'll be Chesnaught, then Delphox, then Rillaboom. This is what the Chesnaught is rocking. So this was tweeted out by Pokemon Cast, saying the 7-star Chesnaught is here with its high defense stat and the move Iron Defense. Your path to least resistance would be to use a special attacker. Setting Reflect would also be extremely helpful for your team. So this is what Chesnaught has. It has Wood Hammer, Stone Edge, Hammer Arm, Bulk Up, Earthquake, Iron Defense, and Curse. And also obviously it's Shiny Locked as well. So they are the moves that it does have. So I don't know what the best kind of strategy is for it. I've seen people use a Moongus. Some people have used what's it called, Annihilate. Some people have used Iron Hands. I'm not really too sure, but there are a couple of many sets out there, to be fair, on Twitter and on YouTube videos and stuff. So it shouldn't be basically the consensus is not difficult to beat. Like it's not something you should really struggle on that much. So we have that. Next up, let's talk about the Pokemon anime, because obviously we were all excited to see what was in Roy's Pokeball. Today, the grand reveal did turn out to be a shiny Rayquaza, so it wasn't a new Terrapagos, it wasn't Ogerpon, it wasn't anything like that, or it wasn't a new Pokemon. This was tweeted out by PokeExperto saying, Roy has taken the Rayquaza shiny out of the Pokeball in today's episode of the Pokemon Horizons anime. So of course, it still has this like rainbow glow, it's terrestrialized without a Tera hat, and obviously it also kind of, I guess, glowed when it was close to Lyco's pendant. So there was obviously some sort of connection between Terrapagos and this terrestrialization thing. We have Soul Silver out here talking about it, saying spoilery. So the Pokemon anime did what we expected and re-revealed that shiny Rayquaza came from Roy's ancient Pokeball. It wasn't the big reveal I wanted, but instead they left us with many big mysteries. I haven't actually watched the episode yet, but shiny Pokemon don't have rainbow auras or crystal-like textures in and around their bodies with no Tera Crown, like this shiny Rayquaza does. Therefore, I still believe that this is a shiny Rayquaza shrouded in mystery. Then goes on to say, as you can see, the Pokemon and Lyco's pendant somehow reacted to each other, I think that's supposed to be Pokeball and Lyco's pendant somehow reacted to each other, and that's how it opened. That and that it's called with an ancient Pokeball means it's related to Terrapagos / Area Zero and what may have happened in Area Zero long ago. I still believe that this is either a Rayquaza that is using a new type of terrestrial power, could be the new Terraforms as well, which we are expecting to see in the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC, and it's basically mid-transformation into a new Tera version of itself, and / or it was never in Roy's Pokeball, but was instead brought into it, or into this reality by the Terrapagos' pendant, making Roy's wishes and ideas from the story of this ball come true. I think there will be a big reveal around this all one day, and so it should tie into the Scarlet and Violet DLC. It could also be just like a time kind of hub as well, and maybe it's going to transport other legendary Pokemon from like different universes and Paradox Pokemon into reality, or maybe something like that. Who knows? But that would also be a cool way to see all like the legendaries and stuff in the anime. But yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts on this? Why do you think this Rayquaza has this like rainbow-like aura? No Tera Crown, but is clearly terrestrialized. I don't know. There's obviously going to be some sort of big kind of reveal regarding this. So very excited to see what kind of happens with that. Moving on, we have some updates for Pokemon Unite. I don't play it, but if you guys play it, you got some new characters coming to the MOBA very soon. So this was a HDvee update. Umbreon and Leafeon are confirmed to be added to Pokemon Unite as playable characters on May the 25th and June the 8th, respectively. So Umbreon is going to be coming to Pokemon Unite on the 25th of May, and Leafeon is going to be coming to Pokemon Unite on the 8th of June. We also have another character that's been revealed for Pokemon Unite as well. So Cerebi update, Inteleon has also been confirmed to be added to Pokemon Unite as a playable character in the near future. So that's all of that. Now let's move on to the original leak that we got for the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC, because this has been, I guess, questioned a little bit since we got the confirmation of both the Teal Mask and the Indigo Disc being out in 2023. So this was the original leak where we basically, this dropped like before we got the Scarlet and Violet DLC announcement. And they say here, like, the third legendary Pokemon is a large blue turtle, which obviously was correct. They said we are working on a graphics enhancement patch for the new Nintendo Switch models that will be released alongside DLC 2. And then it also goes on to say, as far as I know, DLC 2 is scheduled to be released in early 2024. They also went into detail about terraforms in this leak as well, which also turned out to be true. Riddler-Q basically confirmed it. So now that we know that the Teal Mask and the Indigo Disc are not actually coming out in 2024, and they're both coming out in 2023, even though this leak says that it's coming out in 2024, what does that mean? Well, we have Soul Silverheart talking here about it. One of the biggest bits of news today, according to the Nintendo president, was that the new Nintendo console probably isn't coming until earliest spring 2024. It says today on the tweet because obviously this was posted on the day we got all that Switch stuff. Obviously I dropped all that in yesterday's video. If you didn't see that, it's all about the Switch 2, Switch Pro, whatever you want to call it, the successor to the Nintendo Switch. This doesn't mean that Pokemon leak was fake, but it just proves that things change in development. Scarlet and Violet DLC in 2023 being reconfirmed makes me nearly convinced of the scenario I played out in my thread below, that in early planning, Game Freak had the Indigo Disc slotted for early 2024, but then at the last minute they decided to try their best to make it before the end of the year 2023. Obviously that's just speculation. Another thing with that leak is that info came from what this one specific person was told mid-development, and as far as I know, the higher-ups could have changed the dates and not informed this worker ever. Communication also has a part to play. As for the new console, sorry, I've heard many pieces of information on the topic, and it seems that things changed in development plans as well. I have two big theories on this matter, but let's just say that this leak could still be correct, and certain surprises may happen. So that's really what this tweet was all about, and that there's actually hope that we'll get the Indigo Disc in 2023. Joe made a very valid point that if they are truly still shooting for early 2024, they would have probably said Q1 2024 instead. So obviously we covered this as well a couple of days ago with the reconfirmation of the dates for the Scarlet and Violet DLC. So yeah, they would have said Q1 2024 if that's what they meant. That's what they did with Legends. Legends came out in January, which was obviously the Q1 of the next year, but they didn't do that for the Indigo Disc. So Indigo Disc and the Teal Mask are both coming out in 2023. So what does that mean for this leak here? So it could mean one of many things. One of them obviously is what Soul Silverheart said, where they've just changed the plans and this person was not informed. Another thing is there might just be another DLC. You know, we may get the Hidden Treasure of Area 0, which is the Teal Mask and the Indigo Disc, which is DLC 1, and then we may get DLC 2. Maybe that is the one that we're referencing here, and maybe DLC 2 comes out in 2024 as well as the Switch 2. We know that the Switch 2 isn't going to be coming out until at least after March next year in 2024, and so that would mean that the Scarlet and Violet DLC Pack 2 would be coming out, I guess, mid-late 2024 if that was the case. And maybe that would be why it comes out. But it does say early 2024 here for the DLC too. So potentially they might drop one DLC. Obviously the Hidden Treasure of Area 0. Let's just say, I don't know, or like September and December of this year. And then maybe DLC 2 they drop in like April. And then they drop another one in like July or something. I don't know. Again, they probably just got told something and it got changed, but I wouldn't completely write off the fact that there is another DLC pack in the wings as well. But either way, what are your thoughts on all that? It doesn't mean the leak is fake at all, because like I say, they got Terraforms right, they got Terrapagos right, they got Ogerpon right, they got all this stuff right, and they literally dropped it like a couple of days before the actual Scarlet and Violet DLC announcement. So it is a correct leak. Some things have just clearly been changed, or some things just haven't been told to us in their like complete picture. And then finishing things off, just a little heads up about the whole Nintendo situation here with the plans for like Switch prices and stuff. Nintendo says no plans for Switch price cut precedent on game prices. So obviously Tears of the Kingdom, $70, the highest price for a Nintendo game yet. However, the president said that this does not indicate a general increase in the price of our software, and reiterated that the appropriate price of a product on a case-by-case basis. So yeah, some Switch games will probably be $70, like the big blockbusters. Like I'm sure if they make another Mario game, that'll be $70. I'm sure Generation 10 will be $70. Maybe every Pokemon game will be $70. Who knows? But your little games as well that, you know, aren't as massive will probably still be like $50 whatever dollars. And also the Switch is also not going down in price as well. Even with all this talk about the Switch 2, still the Switch is not dropping in price or anything like that. So that's all of the latest information though for today. All of the updates for Scarlet and Violet and the DLC and all that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It really does help out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we covered in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. It's everything from me though. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.